Welcome to MaxLife Man, the trusted YouTube channel for men over 60 who want more than just theories. Here with me, Dr. Sterling Thorne and my colleagues at the Evergreen Peaks Institute, we bring you science that speaks directly to your life, your strength, your circulation, your testosterone, and yes, your erections. Gentlemen, let me begin with a blunt truth. The biggest killers of male vitality after 60 are not only disease, not only age, but the small mistakes you repeat every day without realizing it. It's the way you eat. It's the way you hydrate. It's the way you handle your release. Each choice, meals, sleep, sexual rhythm acts like a lever, either lifting you up or pulling you down. And most men don't notice until mornings feel weak, energy vanishes, or desire fades into silence. Small blue diamond food mistakes. Too much processed food, sugar, or fried oils damage the endothelium, the lining of your blood vessels. Harvard Health confirms that this weakens circulation and accelerates vascular aging. Erections are vascular events, so when your arteries clog, your performance suffers. Small blue diamond sexual health mistakes. The Journal of Sexual Medicine reveals that overdoing frequency, using the wrong technique, or skipping recovery leads to nerve desensitization, pelvic inflammation, and suppressed testosterone. What once felt like strength can quietly turn into weakness. Small blue diamond ignoring nitric oxide. This simple molecule is the spark that opens blood vessels. Without it, erections fade, cramps form, and even your heart suffers. Foods like beets, spinach, and walnuts naturally boost nitric oxide, but most men ignore them and pay the price. But here's the hope. Your body isn't broken. It's just sending you signals. Fatigue, cramps, weaker mornings, they're not random. They're messages. And when you listen and respond with the right habits, the system recovers. Blood flow improves, testosterone rises, desire returns. Now, before I go deeper into the science, I need to pause for something important. Backhand index pointing right, hit that like button. Right now, not as a gift to me, but as a gift to yourself. Because every man who taps like is making a declaration. I am not finished. I am not broken. I choose strength. I choose health. I choose life. And let me be direct, many men laugh at this. They say, what difference can one click make? But here's what I've seen in decades of practice. The smallest decisions often lead to the biggest changes. A like is not just a click. It is an intention, a decision, a declaration to your nervous system. I'm ready to improve, and allow me to give you this blessing. May every man who presses like be granted better mornings, stronger circulation, calmer nights, and renewed energy. May your prostate stay clear, your hormones steady, and your vitality protected. May you feel strength where you thought it was gone, and may the universe itself conspire to give you joy, resilience, and the fulfillment you long for. Try it. You might be surprised at what changes when you declare, even in something small, that you're ready for more. Because this episode isn't just about theory. Today you'll discover the masturbation mistakes silently draining older men, the prostate signals that should never be ignored, the foods that naturally restore blood flow, erections, and nitric oxide. The practical tips to prevent cramps, boost testosterone, and protect vitality well into your 70s and 80s. And I promise you, this is not about shame. This is not about pretending you're 25 again. This is about wisdom, the wisdom of knowing what matters now and acting with intention. Gentlemen, here's what I want you to remember from the start. You are not too old. You are not broken, and you are not finished. Your health is not decided by your age, it's decided by your choices. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to stop doing, what to start doing, and how to reclaim the strength, desire, and dignity that belong to you. And the first step is simple, press like. Declare your choice, claim your blessing, and let's begin. The first mistake older men often make is overdoing frequency. At 25, release feels like fuel. You can bounce back overnight. Testosterone rebounds, circulation restores, and the nervous system resets within hours. But at 60 or 70, the recovery process is slower. What once recharged you can now drain you, leaving your hormones suppressed, your prostate irritated, and your energy depleted. Science confirms this shift. The Journal of Sexual Medicine, 2019, reported that older men who ejaculated excessively, daily or more, were far more likely to experience pelvic discomfort, loss of sensitivity, and reduced energy compared to men with balanced frequency. Harvard Health notes that frequent ejaculation without recovery can suppress testosterone levels, making erections weaker and fatigue more persistent. And the Mayo Clinic explains that overactivity can irritate the prostate, causing inflammation and congestion, hidden drivers behind erectile dysfunction in older men. Think of it this way: every sexual release is like a workout. It stresses the vascular system, the hormones, and the nervous system. With rest, those systems grow stronger. Without rest, they collapse. Just as no man would bench press every single day without recovery, no man should expect his sexual system to perform at its best if he never allows it to reset. So what's the healthy rhythm? Most urologists recommend 2 to 4 times per week for men after 60. That's enough to clear the prostate, stimulate blood flow, and support hormone balance without overloading the system. Gentlemen, let me be blunt. Doing too much doesn't make you more of a man. It makes you less resilient. Overdoing it isn't power, it's self-sabotage. The lesson is clear. What once was fuel in your youth can become fire that burns you down if you don't respect recovery. Balance, not excess, is the secret to preserving manhood after 60, ignoring prostate signals. The second mistake many older men make is ignoring the signals from their prostate. Gentlemen, the prostate is small, about the size of a walnut, but its impact is massive. It influences your sleep, your urinary flow, your comfort, and even your erections. Yet far too many men shrug off its warning signs, dismissing them as just aging. Let's get real about the signals. Waking up 2, 3, or even 4 times a night to urinate, feeling like your bladder never empties fully. A weaker stream, sudden urgency, or discomfort during release. Most men say to themselves, "It's fine, I'm just getting older." But silence here is not wisdom, it's risk. The science is clear. The Journal of Urology, 2017, found that more than 50% of men over 60 live with benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, an enlarged prostate. Untreated, this can lead to infections, urinary retention, and even kidney damage. European Urology, 2018, showed that chronic inflammation of the prostate, when ignored, increases pelvic pain and weakens erectile function. The Mayo Clinic warns that early prostate cancer often goes unnoticed because men brushed off symptoms as normal. So let me turn the spotlight on you. Have you ever ignored nighttime urination, weak flow, or discomfort, telling yourself it was just part of getting older? Type YES if you've done this. Know if you've already taken action. Your answer isn't just for you. It's for the man scrolling the comments, wondering if he's the only one. When he sees your honesty, he'll realize, this is bigger than me. This is a warning I can't afford to ignore. The truth is this: your prostate is like the check engine light in your car. When it flashes, you don't tape over it and keep driving. You stop, you check, you fix, before the damage spreads. Ignoring prostate signals won't protect you. Listening to them might save your life. The lesson is simple. Prostate signals aren't background noise. They are survival alarms. Respect them and you preserve health and dignity. Ignore them and the risks multiply, using the wrong technique. The third mistake many older men make is using the wrong technique. Let me read you a comment from one of our viewers. "Doc, I've been doing it the same way for 40 years. Tight grip. Fast pace always the same. Could that really be a problem now that I'm 67? It's a brave question, and the answer is yes, technique matters, especially as you age. Here's what the science says. The Journal of Sexual Medicine, 2018, documented what's often called death grip syndrome, excessive pressure and speed that desensitize penile nerves over time. The result: weaker sensation, delayed orgasm, and difficulty adjusting to partner intimacy. The Cleveland Clinic warns that repetitive high-friction methods can irritate the prostate and pelvic floor, leaving men with soreness, tension, and sometimes pelvic pain. Harvard Health adds that poor technique reduces natural variability in blood flow, weakening erectile tissue resilience over years. Here's another viewer comment. Doc, sometimes after I finish, I feel pelvic soreness the next day. Is that normal? No, it isn't just normal. That soreness is your body telling you that technique and pressure are too harsh. Erections are vascular events. They require healthy circulation and flexible tissue. Constant mechanical overload only wears down the system. So what should men over 60 do? Adapt. Use lubrication to reduce friction. Slow down and vary rhythm. Focus on sensitivity, not speed. Think preservation, not punishment. And let me flip the question to you. Have you ever noticed decreased sensitivity or soreness the day after because you've been using the same technique for decades? Type 1 if yes, 0 if no. Your honesty may help another man realize he's not alone. Gentlemen, let me be clear. Technique is not a small detail. Done wisely, it preserves sensitivity, circulation, and performance. Done poorly, it chips away at them until vitality is gone. The truth is simple. What worked at 25 won't always serve you at 65. Evolve your habits or risk losing what you want to protect. Neglecting recovery time. The fourth mistake many older men make is neglecting recovery time. At 25, the body can reset in a matter of hours. Testosterone rebounds overnight, the nervous system settles, and blood vessels regain elasticity. But after 60, recovery slows. What once was effortless now requires patience. Ignoring this reality leads not to strength, but to exhaustion. Science supports this clearly. The Endocrine Society, 2019, showed that testosterone recovery after ejaculation in older men takes 48 to 72 hours, compared to just 24 in younger men. Without this rest, testosterone remains suppressed, leaving men fatigued, irritable, and less motivated. The Journal of Gerontology, Medical Sciences, 2018, found that older men who engaged too frequently without rest had higher rates of pelvic congestion and reduced erectile quality. In plain terms, without recovery, erections weaken instead of strengthen. Harvard Health warns that inadequate recovery keeps the sympathetic nervous system in overdrive. Elevated cortisol levels not only impair sleep, but also blunt nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for healthy erections and blood flow. Gentlemen, think of recovery as training. No athlete would train the same muscle every day without rest, expecting growth. The sexual system works the same way. Release is a workout for your hormones, nerves, and circulation. Without rest, the body doesn't adapt, it collapses. So what's the right rhythm? Most urologists agree. For men over 60, 2 to 4 times per week strikes the balance. This supports prostate health, maintains erectile tissue oxygenation, and stabilizes hormones without draining reserves. The lesson is simple. Recovery is not weakness, it's strategy. Respecting recovery keeps your system resilient. Neglecting it accelerates decline, ignoring overall health factors. The fifth mistake many older men make is ignoring the foundations of health. Too often, men treat sexual performance as if it were separate from the rest of the body, like erections exist in a vacuum. But the truth is simple. Your penis is a reflection of your overall health. Circulation, hormones, energy all flow from the same sources: food, exercise, and sleep. Here's what the science shows: small blue diamond nutrition. Erections depend on nitric oxide, the molecule that relaxes arteries and lets blood flow freely. Diets heavy in processed food, fried oils, and sugar damage the endothelium, the inner lining of your blood vessels. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2018, warns that these dietary patterns accelerate vascular aging. By contrast, foods like pomegranate, walnuts, and leafy greens actively boost nitric oxide and testosterone support. Small blue diamond exercise. Movement is medicine. The Journal of Sexual Medicine, 2017, reported that sedentary men were twice as likely to suffer erectile dysfunction compared to those who exercised regularly. Even simple activities, a 30-minute walk, light strength training, improve circulation, burn visceral fat, and stabilize hormones. Small blue diamond sleep. Testosterone is produced during deep sleep, not during your morning coffee. Harvard Health highlights that men sleeping fewer than 5 hours per night show testosterone levels similar to men 10 years older. Sleep debt is hormone debt. Gentlemen, ignoring these pillars is like building a house on sand. Without stable foundations, the roof always collapses. And now, let me slide in something light. If you've followed me this far and still haven't subscribed, maybe your prostate is more stubborn than you are. Go ahead, hit that button. Unlike skipping vegetables or losing sleep, subscribing can only make things better. The lesson is clear. Sexual health isn't a separate category. It's the sum of your daily choices. Fuel the body, move the body, rest the body, and the rest will follow. Believing abstinence protects health. The sixth mistake many older men make is believing that abstinence protects health. It sounds logical on the surface. If I stop completely, I'll conserve energy, protect my prostate, and stay healthier. But the evidence says otherwise. Total abstinence doesn't preserve health, it quietly undermines it. Here's what science shows: small blue diamond prostate health. A large study published in European Urology, 2016, followed over 30,000 men for nearly 2 decades. The findings: men who ejaculated about 21 times per month had a significantly lower risk of prostate cancer compared to those who ejaculated far less. Regular release helps clear prostatic fluid, reduce inflammation, and prevent abnormal cell growth. Silence in this case isn't safety, it's risk. Small blue diamond erectile tissue maintenance. Erections are vascular events, not just private moments. Harvard Health emphasizes that regular erections oxygenate penile tissue, keeping it elastic and responsive. Without this, tissue stiffens, fibrosis can develop, and erectile quality fades. Inactivity does not protect, it accelerates decline. Small blue diamond hormonal and emotional balance. Healthy sexual activity stimulates dopamine and oxytocin, balancing mood and lowering stress. Abstinence leaves cortisol unchecked, raising blood pressure, weakening immunity, and contributing to fatigue. Long-term, that stress burden harms far more than sexual function. Gentlemen, let's be honest. Abstinence is not discipline, it's neglect. The prostate, erectile tissue, and hormone balance all require activity, not avoidance, to remain healthy. So what's the solution? Balance. For most men over 60, 2 to 4 times per week is the sweet spot, enough to support prostate drainage, circulation, and hormones without straining the system. The lesson is simple. Abstinence doesn't preserve manhood. It erodes it. True strength lies in balanced engagement, not in silence and suppression. Treating sexual health as taboo. The seventh and perhaps most dangerous mistake men make after 60 is treating sexual health as taboo. For decades, many of you were told, real men don't talk about these things. Problems with erections, silence. Prostate trouble, hide it. Loss of desire, pretend it doesn't exist. But silence never healed anyone, and shame is not medicine. The science reveals the cost of this taboo. The Journal of the American Geriatric Society, 2017, found that over 50% of men above 60 with sexual dysfunction never once mentioned it to their doctor. That means half of older men suffer in silence, while solutions are available. Harvard Health warns that untreated sexual dysfunction is strongly linked to depression, social withdrawal, and even faster cognitive decline. Ignoring it doesn't make it disappear. It makes the consequences spread. Myths thrive in silence. Beliefs like abstinence protects health, or desire after 60 is unnatural, only survive because men are too ashamed to speak. And myths, left unchallenged, rob you of your vitality. Let me ask you honestly, have you ever kept silent about a sexual health issue, even though you knew something wasn't right? Type YES if you've done this, no if you've spoken up. Your answer may give courage to another man. Someone scrolling the comments right now might see your honesty and realize, I'm not the only one. Maybe it's time to act. Gentlemen, the truth is this. Sexual health is health. The prostate is as important as the heart. Testosterone is as vital as blood pressure. Erections are vascular events, not moral failings. To treat them as shameful is to neglect the very systems that keep you alive. Breaking the taboo is not weakness, it is wisdom. Men who talk about their struggles, who ask questions, who seek care are not less masculine, they are stronger. They are the ones who refuse to let shame steal their dignity and their years. The final lesson is clear. What shame hides, disease exploits. Silence is not protection, it's surrender. Speak up, share, and seek help because your health, your manhood, and your future depend on it. Final word and call to action. Gentlemen, we've walked through the 7 mistakes that quietly steal vitality from men over 60. Overdoing frequency, mistaking excess for strength. Ignoring prostate signals, silencing the alarms your body sends. Using the wrong technique, damaging nerves and tissue without realizing. Neglecting recovery time, forgetting that rest is renewal. Ignoring overall health factors, pretending diet, exercise, and sleep don't matter. Believing abstinence protects health when science shows the opposite. Treating sexual health as taboo, letting shame rob you of solutions. Each mistake is common. Each mistake is preventable. And each, once corrected, becomes a door back to strength, blood flow, desire, and dignity. So let me be direct. You are not too old. You are not broken. You are not finished. At 60, 70, or even 80, your future is still in your hands. The choices you make today decide the man you'll be tomorrow. Backhand index pointing right. If this message struck you, hit that like button right now. Think of it not as a click, but as a commitment. I choose health. I choose strength. I refuse to surrender. Backhand index pointing right. Comment below which mistake spoke to you the most. Type the number or type change if you're ready to turn the page. Backhand index pointing right. Share this video. Somewhere another man is struggling in silence. Your share may be the reason he finds hope. Backhand index pointing right, and above all, subscribe. Because this is not the last conversation. We're building a brotherhood here, and every subscriber is another voice refusing to fade away. And let me leave you with this blessing. May your nights be restful, your mornings powerful, and your days full of purpose. May your circulation be strong, your hormones steady, and your vitality renewed. May you never again suffer in silence, but rise with the dignity and strength that still belongs to you. Stay strong, stay wise, stay alive, and I'll see you in